Best sandwich ever. I don't really know any other way to put that. Best sandwich ever. What's the most basic, best kind of sandwich? You know, you can't answer. I'm going to tell you right now, it's a grilled cheese. Everybody can make a grilled cheese. We're making a brisket grilled cheese.
No.
Yes. Why would I lie about that?
What that is?
It doesn't make any. No, you want to take some home?
Yes. Did you make brisket just so we can make a brisket?
I made a brisket last night.
Just so we can make a brisket grilled cheese.
Just so we can make a brisket grilled
I love
cheese.
you.
I love me too.
Let's go take a look at that.
So look, here's the deal. I don't want a longer knife. I can't find the knife that I want. Here we go. Slicing knife. So I believe we've covered brisket before. I believe we've covered this brisket before. So this is not clearly like a smoked brisket, outside on a smoker, on an egg or whatever. This is the kind of brisket that you do in the oven. I refer to this as a Jewish brisket, which, by the way, if you're not Jewish, you will still love because it's amazing. There's tomato sauce and tons of onions in it and mustard, and it cooks in the oven for like 3.5 hours or so. And so now, as with any meat, you always want to cut against the grain. This was not intended to be a brisket session. This was intended to be a grilled cheese session. But so here's the brisket. You see, it's still got this, still a little bit red. It's not all dried out. And here's this layer of fat that is so damn good. Let me turn on the flat top. So, let me just get a couple slices of this going. Suppose you want me to cut in your direction. Oh, I always have to cut so you can see, but it's difficult. So you just maneuver yourself a little bit because I'm cutting right here, right?
Okay.
So we cut against the grain. You break up, oh my goodness.
Wow.
So I like fairly thin layers, but I want them with that fat because that fat, when we heat it up, is going to melt a little bit. And what does fat mean? Flavor. That's what it means. Now, of course, if you're kosher, there's a very good chance you are not making this sandwich. And that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But I always say, I think God cares more what's in my heart than what's in my stomach. And please don't, all the kosher people, don't write me about that. Because I believe that, and I'll argue till I'm blue in the face. All right. So we got some beautiful thin slices of this, right? Now, having talked about the virtues of this sandwich with brisket, I'm going to tell you right now that if you're not going to make your own brisket, which is fine, you could use pastrami. You could use corned beef, right? You could use salami from the store. You ever cook salami? Oh, it gets all fatty and it's amazing. So we have two things that we have to do. One is we have to make the grilled cheese, and two is we have to make the brisket hot before it goes in. I'm using sourdough. It's all about flavor levels, and of course the bread holds everything together, and you could use white bread and you could use wheat bread, but I'm telling you there's something about sourdough in particular when it gets heated up and crispy, like toast or like grilling it in a pan like we're about to, that it gets even more sour and really just like super deliciously amazing. So here's how this rolls out, back up. And yes, you know we've been using Finlandia butter, boom, right here. So it would only be right that we use, boom, Finlandia cheese with this, right? I mean, perhaps just a tiny bit incestuous, both butter and cheese from the cleanest country in the world, but that's okay. So this pack has the Swiss, Colby Jack, Cheddar, Monterey Jack. I'm going with the Monterey Jack and the Colby mix. So we want this to be sort of a reasonably thick, reasonably melty sandwich. So here's how this will go. And I like cheese when it sticks out of the edges a little bit, right? and it's going to melt and it'll go over the edge and stuff like that. Other cheese is going to go here. But now our brisket has to go on. So let's take some of these slices of brisket and put them up here.
Nice.
I have no idea
Ooh, got a little sizzling.
how amazing this is going to taste. I might as well throw that other one on. At the very least, I can eat it. This doesn't take long to make happen. But when it does, look at it, because it's really, really good. Back up, I need one thing. Please tell me I have the one thing. Oh, I got it. Okay. This side of the bread is going to get horseradish sauce. And the horseradish sauce is just a mix of like horseradish and mayo. You can make your own. I mean, I keep prepared horseradish, but I also like the mixed one. So this guy gets spread here. The goal is that you get a little bite of everything with every bite. Okay? So that's good. You might need, just to make sure that we're filling in some of these holes. I don't like gaps in my sandwiches. Check this out. Oh. I'm telling you, it's worth making your own brisket, folks. It really is. A little busted piece. I should probably try that, shouldn't I?
Quality control.
Yeah. Wow. I'm done. Okay. Let's just throw these guys on here. Come on, baby. And what the heck? These guys are just sitting there, waiting to be used, right? I'm also busting it. So that goes off. So now we've got this, right? Now we're using the Colby Jack. That looks like this.
What is Lucky doing over there?
Where is he? Oh, stupid. That was stupid.
And I said Lucky.
You're stupid. Oh my God. And you said Lucky. Okay, right? So now you've got cheese like glue on the outside, which is what it does on the outside of the bread. It'll hold all the stuff together. Now we take our butter. Turn that down a little bit. I like to spread with a spoon. And I know I've said it before, but look at the color of the butter. Like edge to edge, right? You want it all the way around. Now, I'm only going to put it on one side for now. And you'll see that in a minute. And the reason for that is so that you can do this. And don't think when I put my hand down here and I wasn't looking, I didn't think I might burn myself and hit the stove.
Straight on.
Straight on. But now it's a matter of, you know how to make a grilled cheese. What you don't want to do is have the heat too high, or then the cheese is not going to do all the right thing and melt. You're going to end up with cold cheese in the middle, burnt on the outside, and that's just not a good thing.
No.
There is an art to making a grilled cheese, an actual art. So that will get a couple of minutes. I can't tell you an exact amount of time because I don't know how hot your stove is. I don't know if you've turned it way up, but you can see it's been on here for what, 30 seconds maybe? Can you, I don't want to do this. Can you get down here?
Yeah, I got it. I saw.
You saw that.
Yeah.
I'm going to be able to see that in the shot.
Swear to God.
I'm never seeing that.
My camera was down there.
It was down there. You saw. You
Yes.
saw. You can see that.
It's white. It's not cooked
It
yet.
does actually have a little color.
A little tiny bit.
Oh my God, this is unbelievable. But you see, look at the sticking out parts. So what you want is for the thing in Max's pocket not to keep turning off, but more importantly, you want this melty cheese, all these beautiful outsides and stuff. So let's see if we can have a look. That's golden brown. I'm going to give it like another, maybe one more minute. I don't have the heat really high because I don't want to burn it before all the stuff gets a chance to do its beautifulness inside. That's what I don't want. So now we can butter the top because now we're about ready to do this. Just like before, wall to wall, end to end. The art of making a grilled cheese. Don't forget, if you don't have this amazing brisket, then that's cool. Then use pastrami, use corned beef, use roast beef would work.
Wow.
See that? That? You hear it, you see it. And if you don't think butter can influence something like this, you're wrong. Because it can. And now it's just a matter of waiting. Now we're just waiting. And you don't need to wait through it. So here we go. Oh, good Lord. Good Lord, Max.
Wow.
Mother. Mamma mia. See that? That's what it's all about. That is what this is all about. Oh my gosh. That's a grilled cheese. Gooey, melty, cheesy. If I put that whole thing in my hand, I'm gonna eat the whole, oh, for God's sakes. I mean, come on. Come on. Brisket, little horseradish, beautiful cheese, butter. I'm telling you, it influences. Butter that has flavor makes a difference. Oh my God. I'm calling butter the forgotten ingredient. People buy great steaks or great seafood or whatever, and then they use like junky butter on it. This stuff, Finlandia. From the cleanest country in the world, we've learned that. It is simply better. And this, I wish you were me. I mean, I wish you were here. I don't really wish you were here, but I mean, I wish you were eating this and you could do this. All right. However you make it, just make it. You'll be so glad you did. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. All right. We better stop because Max has got to eat some of this now. Thanks for hanging out. Remember what we say. Don't eat crappy food. Buy good ingredients. Take your time. Make something different. Don't eat the same thing all the time. And this is not the same thing. Look at that. Can you see that? Mm-hmm. No, go away. I mean that in the nicest way possible. Finlandia is available at select COSTCOs and other fine retailers.